Hello and welcome. My name is Patrick Massey, and this is a short presentation on the science, the real science, behind the concept known as bioenergy or bioenergy healing. Now in medicine, bioenergy healing is considered to be more of a placebo effect than a real effect. We believe that bioenergy healing kind of falls into the rubric of New Age woo-woo kind of belief systems that are not particularly scientific. In contrast, bioenergy healing is quite scientific. There's a lot of research on it, and as I'm going to show you, really falls under the understandings of quantum physics. Now, the traditional view of energy in medicine is known as the Newtonian view, and this view is that there is matter, and matter is something with density and color and mass and volume, and you can change the physical form and the composition, but it can't be destroyed nor created. Energy is a property that is transferred to an object in order to perform work or to heat the specific object. Energy can be converted into various forms, but also can neither be created nor destroyed. So this is the Newtonian idea of energy and matter that was put forth by Sir Isaac Newton back in the 1700s. At the turn of the 19th century, physicists began to explore this relationship between energy and matter, and there were some great discoveries that were made. Einstein came up with his famous theories on relativity and the equation that E equals mc squared, or that energy is matter moving at twice the speed of light, which showed a relationship between matter and energy, that you could change matter into energy and you could change energy into matter. There was another concept of physics that came about, and we'll discuss that in just a second, called quantum physics, again by equally brilliant physicists. And during this time, during the 1900s and now, the Newtonian worldview has been dropped really as the basis of physics, and it's been concluded that all physical matter is actually an illusion, and that this is a concept that comes to us through quantum physics, and that everything is energy. So quantum physics means is a way of looking at physics and saying that everything is energy. There's no such thing as solid matter. Matter is simply a perception of energy vibrating at a low frequency, and that everything in the universe vibrates at some frequency, even us. And this is the basis of bioenergy healing. Every vibrational frequency in the universe is affected or can be affected and changed or modified by every other vibrational frequency in the universe, which means that vibrational frequencies, when they come in contact with each other, they can change their frequencies. There's a really wonderful book by Professor Gary Schwartz, the director of Laboratory for Advances in Consciousness and Health at the University of Arizona, and he's actually a PhD. He written many books in the psychological sciences, but this is a particularly good book explaining the concepts of quantum physics in terms many people can understand. And what he says in this book is that everything vibrates, and we know this to be true in quantum physics. Energy untouched by anything will never change. So a photon of light moving through the universe, if it's never interacted by any other kind of energy, it will never change. It will never change direction or frequency. Energy interacting with other energies create new forms, and that everything in the universe interacts, and we have constantly changing vibrational frequencies that are constantly creating new forms. And this is a concept of the evolution of the universe. The book that he wrote is called The Living Energy Universe. I highly recommend it. And the universe is constantly evolving, and actually is alive by this definition. You might be surprised to understand that we are energy. We are very energetic beings. We have an electrical field that is quite powerful. We have a magnetic field because we have this changing electrical field. It creates a magnetic field. We actually have a gravitational field. Thank you, Albert Einstein. We generate a tremendous amount of heat, and we actually emit light from the infrared to the ultraviolet. So we are very energetic organisms. Unhealthy tissue. So if we go back to ultrasounds, we can tell what part of a liver might be damaged, because a healthy liver, the ultrasound footprint is different than a liver that's been damaged. Same thing with an X-ray and CTs and ECGs and MRIs and PET scans. So we are able to distinguish what is going on inside of our body by these various vibrational frequencies. Bioenergy healing, the earliest writings in history are found to describe some sort of energy healing, dating back to even before the Egyptians. I'm going to say most, maybe all religions describe some form of energy or miracle healing. All cultures have healings. All cultures have miracle workers, and are either accepted or dismissed, depending upon the culture. Quantum physics says that energy healing can and must occur. It is because these are energy frequencies interacting with other energy frequencies. And medical research, even in the traditional medical research, has established that something happens with energy healing, and this happening is something that is beyond chance alone. So it's not placebo. Some might say that there is no research, but for Qigong, which is a Chinese form of energy, Chinese concept of energy, is two words, Qi meaning energy, Gong meaning to develop. There are over 670 publications in the traditional medical literature looking at the benefits of Qigong. There's over 3,000 publications on the benefits of Reiki, a Japanese form of energy healing. There are at least 3,000 publications on therapeutic touch, and more than 3,000 publications on healing touch. Now, not all of these publications are going to say that we're seeing cures, but really the vast majority of them is seeing something happen, something beyond just the placebo. How does this actually happen? Well, let's look at the concept of energy bodies of humans. So there are energy bodies called dantians, and this is in the traditional Oriental medical concepts. There are chakras these are concepts that come to us from Ayurvedic medicine in India, and then there are auric fields, which are fields that have been described throughout history. When we look at dantians are called really a sea of qi, a sea of energy. These are the energy stores. There are three of them in Oriental medical literature. There's a lower dantian, a middle dantian, and an upper dantian. And these are the reservoirs through which the energy flows through the meridians that go out through the rest of the body, where acupuncturists will put the acupuncture needles. These are focal points for meditation. These can be focal points for Qigong practice, for Tai Chi, as well as for traditional Chinese medicine or traditional Oriental medicine. Chakras, these are energy centers in the subtle body. There's over 88,000 different chakras within the human body, but there are 7 main chakras, one being in the root, the belly button, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the forehead, and then on top of the head. Chakra just means a wheel or a spinning wheel. And for people who can see chakras, these are and there are people who can see chakras. These are spinning wheels of light at different vibrations and different frequencies. Lower frequency down here, much higher frequency up here. Auric fields, there are believed to be 4 basic auric fields, and these are energy fields that surround our body. The first one is called the etheric body, and this is an exact duplicate of the human body. It is linked directly to the human body, and damages in the etheric body ultimately result in illness and disease in the physical body. The astral body sits out beyond that. And then there are two other fields beyond that, the mental and the causal. There's not enough time in this particular lecture to go into all of these different fields, but I will be posting something at some point in time on each one of these. In my book, Miracles or I Have No Boils, I write that the answer lies within each of us. To heal, we must become cognizant of the fact that we are both the creator of our chronic illnesses as well as the architect of our health. This is based on the idea of bioenergy and bioenergy healing. Through awareness and acceptance of personal responsibility and force of will, cures can and will be attained, and they can be attained when you start working in the energy fields. Answers await those who are ready and are open to new concepts and new ideas, or open to reviewing old concepts and old ideas. What will be gained are profound transformations, growth, and a greater freedom of chronic illness. Again, my name is Patrick Massey. My website is alt-med.org. The website for energy therapies can be found at alt-med.org under therapies and energy. My office is in Elk Grove Village, and if you have any questions, simple questions, please feel free to email me those. Thank you.